Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining me for our mindfulness practice, our trauma-informed yoga moment. Before we begin, I'm gonna invite you all to just breathe with me. Um, I'm aware that you guys went through a lot of heavy topics today, and I just wanna take a moment to just let you settle into your bodies and refocus and recenter to be right here. So relax your shoulders, wiggle in your seat. If you're sitting or if you're standing, just wiggle, sway side to side, maybe rock side to side. If you feel comfortable, feel free to close your eyes for a moment. You can also keep your eyes open and just look forward or find a place in your home to set your gaze on so that you can get present. But when you're ready, just take a big, deep breath in and breathe out. Let's do that again. Take another big breath in and breathe out. One more time, big breath in and breathe out. Come back to your natural, normal breath and just notice how it feels to come back to how you naturally breathe. But this time, just pay attention to it. Maybe you notice you need to breathe in a little bit more full, and now you need to exhale completely. Take about 10 seconds of silence and noticing your breath before I get into all the things. And welcome back. If you're ready to come back, you can stay breathing throughout the entirety of my presentation for you and our practice. But I just wanted to take a moment before I introduce our 20 body awakening practice to you that I am India. I am a yoga teacher in the Grand Rapids area. I run a small personal yoga business where I come into small businesses, corporate offices, and work with clients one on one. I am a private yoga practice company called Sanctuary Sweat, where I teach yoga and high intensity training to clients who don't really love going in studio and may not have a schedule that works with a studio in their area. I do offer virtual and in-person practices. So that is what I do. I have been a yoga teacher for about 2 years, but I've been practicing yoga for 5 years, and it has changed my perspective on a lot of things. Trauma yoga is something that I have been practicing and learning for about a year and a half, and it has been such a special way for me to train and teach my students on how to approach life and how to approach doing yoga. Trauma informed yoga is so different than regular yoga. It takes into account that all people don't experience life in a nice rainbow way. That something bad has happened to them, something traumatic has happened to them, and it is now affecting how they can live in their body. And trauma informed yoga honors that and respects that by teaching yoga in a way that is invitational. Everything is optional and a suggestion instead of do this, do that. We use less words in trauma informed yoga. the practice that we're going to do today helps people who dealt with trauma, specifically people who are dealing with severe trauma, which is why for those of you who are serving in the homeless population, this practice that I'm teaching today will be something that you, without being a yoga teacher, can take and teach to the homeless population you serve. What I'm going to be doing this afternoon is calling out different areas of the body and help you just move it, get acquainted with it, and notice if you can even feel the movements that I'm calling out. What I've learned from my trauma training is that people who experience really intense trauma, they can't feel certain parts of their body. Like if they were to tap their wrists and maybe somebody in their life really squeezed their wrist really hard, they now cannot feel if someone's touching their wrist, or they can't feel somebody's tapping them on the shoulder or touching their hips. Like they can't feel that part of their body anymore because of the trauma they went through. They just cut off and are completely dysregulated with their body. So this 20s practice will help the students in the homeless population that you serve just have a moment to be present with their body. We don't spend too much time on each body part. We kind of move through each area so that we don't recreate trauma by having them focus on it too long. It's just like a moment to just be present, notice, okay, I'm not feeling anything here, so we're moving on to the next place. But it's a nice practice to get settled into your body, get into the present moment, and the entire time you're focusing on your breath. And that's actually how we are going to get started in the 20s body awakening practice. We're going to start off the practice by settling in to our seat. You can also do this practice standing. You can stand up and get grounded in your feet. But if you choose to sit down, that's totally fine as well. I like to offer and teach this practice because you can do it anywhere. It is a free thing that you can offer. And I love it because no matter who you are or where you are, anyone can do it. You don't have to have yoga specific clothes. You can do it in your work clothes. You can do it in workout clothes. And I think it's the most appropriate practice to offer to this group because it's a realistic thing that a homeless population can do without feeling like they're not dressed appropriate for a yoga practice. And that's another layer that is considered when I teach trauma-informed patients. They are not they may not always be able to wear yoga clothes or clothes that are comfortable to move in a vigorous way. So when you're teaching a trauma-informed population, you have to stay mindful of what they're wearing, the space that you're in, and what they might have been through. So that's a little bit of a background of what trauma-informed practice is like and what we're going to be doing today as we get started. So we have about a minute on our clock. So we're going to spend a minute breathing, and then we're going to go through a 20-minute body practice. So choose now if you're going to stand or if you are going to sit. And if you would like to sit, get comfortable in your seat. You can wiggle around, get all your movements out, maybe shake your body, roll your shoulders, make circles with your head, just get comfortable. Take a big breath in through your nose and breathe out. Place your palms on your thighs. Relax your shoulders. I invite you to sit up tall. Maybe close your eyes. Take another big breath in through your nose. Breathe in and breathe out. If you are seated, ground your feet onto the ground. Make sure your feet are planted. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Starting with your forehead. We're going to notice if your forehead is tight. So take your 2 peace fingers, place them in between your eyebrows, and take a big breath in. And breathe out. You can let your fingertips come back down onto your thighs, but keep your intention in between your eyebrows. So on your inhale, we're going to rise our eyebrows up, and exhale, let them relax. Inhale, let your eyebrows rise. And on your exhale, let them relax. One more time, let your eyebrows rise and let them relax. We're going to bring our attention to our mouth and our jaw. It's normal to have a tight jaw and have your teeth clenched when you feel anxious. So we're going to now bring our attention to our jaw and our mouth. First, we're going to bring a slight smile to our lips. Breathe in. And then exhale, relax your lips. Next, we are going to let your teeth separate to relax your jaw. So let your teeth separate by not letting your teeth touch together. So you're going to take a big breath in, separate your teeth, and breathe out. Keep them separated. The third thing we are going to do to release your jaw is to let your lips and your jaw go towards the left. So you're going to just wriggle your jaw left to right to loosen it up. Another thing you can do is take your 2 peace fingers, bring them at the sides of your face to touch your jaw, and you can draw a circle and just massage that space. And you can wiggle at the same time to notice the difference, or you can simply press left to right into your jaw line. You can also press and bring your jaw, your fingers to the center of your chin and then back up to the top of your jaw line. All these are optional, and you can give all these things a try for 3 rounds of breath. I'm going to give you the opportunity to take whatever jaw movement that you need to relax that space. And I'm going to invite you to breathe in and out for 3 cycles. So starting now, you can take your jaw relaxation variation, and I'm going to invite you to breathe. So when you're ready, take your first inhale through your nose and exhale, relax. Invitation to your second breath when you're ready. Breathe in and breathe out. Final invitation when you're ready. Breathe in and breathe out. Finish up your final breath, and we will move into our next space. From here, On your next inhale breath, you're going to slowly draw a circle. Let your left ear drop towards your left shoulder. And you're going to draw a circle with your head to release and relax your neck. So you can drop your ears, your chin, making a full circle, letting your neck relax, release, noticing any tightness you may feel. Any space that feels really tense, you can take a moment and pause there. So if this right side of your neck is really tight, just keep your left ear dropped towards your left shoulder. And if you notice that the left side of your neck is really tight, you can let your right ear drop down towards your right shoulder and just settle in that space. You can also, if the back of your neck is tight, your chin to your chest or your chin towards the ceiling if the front space is tight. I am gonna let you spend about 5 cycles of breath in this neck releasing posture, drawing circles, or just taking a moment to breathe on each side. I'm actually going to give you more time just because there's a left side and a right side that you might want to bring attention to. So we're going to do 10 cycles of breath, and you're going to have a moment to just enjoy your breath and release those spaces. I also want you to know that you are more than welcome to stay relaxing your jaw and stay relaxing the center space in between your eyebrows if that's what you need more time with. So starting now, I invite you to enjoy breath 1. When you're ready, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Second breath, breathe in and out. Fourth breath, breathe in and breathe out. Fifth breath, breathe in and breathe out. Halfway there. Sixth breath, breathe in and breathe out. Seventh breath, breathe in and breathe out. 3 more breaths, inhale and exhale. Second breath, breathe in and out. When you're ready, take your final breath, breathe in and out. Option to stay in your space, but we will move on to our shoulders. We're going to roll our shoulders up and away from our ears, rolling our shoulders forward and rolling our shoulders back. Bringing our attention to the heaviness that is sometimes placed on our shoulders when you are thinking about a lot or going through a lot. So I invite you to your first breath. We're going to go through 5 cycles of breathing. Inhale, roll your shoulders up towards your ears and let them go. Exhale, roll your shoulders forward and roll your shoulders back. First cycle of breath, I invite you to breathe in and out. Inhale, second round, breathe in and exhale. Inhale, breathe, and exhale, let go. Fourth breath, breathe in and breathe out. Final breath, breathe in and breathe out. If you need more time, know that you are welcome to stay in your shoulder space. We're just going to breathe into our chest space now. We're going to find a seated or a standing cat and cow motion to release our chest and the upper part of your back. So if you're seated, you can place your hands on your knees, or you can let your hands come at your sides if you're standing, and just simply on your inhale, puff your chest up and forward. And then as you exhale, round and release. Inhale, send your heart forward. And on your exhale, round and release. 3 more, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round and release. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round and release. Last time, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round and release. When you're ready, come back to neutral. We're going to bring our attention to our hip space. If you are seated or standing, you are going to take your right ankle and place it on your left thigh. But you can also, if that's too much for your hips, just simply take your right knee and draw it in and up and just move it side to side. Or you can just take your leg and just open and close so that you can open and close your hips. We're going to take 5 breaths on both the right and left sides. So just as a reminder, you can enjoy figure 4 with your ankle on your thigh. For 5 breaths, you can just take your knee and draw it in, opening and closing your hip flexors out and in, or you can just take 5 breaths of just wiggling your right leg, releasing your hips. So you have those 3 options that you can take. And you also have the 4th option of skipping anything going on with your hips. That is always an available option as well if you don't feel comfortable moving on to the next thing. So starting now, settle in. Take a moment to decide which option you are going to take. I will be doing the figure 4, and we will enjoy 5 breaths when you're ready. I invite you to take breath 1. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. 3 more breaths, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale, breathe out. And on your final breath, breathe in. And on your exhale, let your leg, your right foot come back down to the ground, or let your right leg be steady. And we're going to take a moment to transition to take whatever 3 options you need for your hips on the left side. So take a moment to make your decision on either your figure 4 with your left ankle on your right thigh, or drawing your left leg in, rocking it side to side, or just taking your left leg and wiggling it as you breathe 5 cycles through. When you're ready, I invite you to your first breath in. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, let go. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. 3 more, breathe in. and out. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Final breath. Breathe in and out. Let your feet come back to the ground or let your legs be settled. We're going to bring our attention to our knees and then our ankles and then our feet, and we will close out this practice. So for your knee, what you're going to do, whether you're standing or sitting, you're going to bend and extend just your right leg first, and then we'll move on to the left. So what we're going to do, we're just going to focus all things right and all things left. So we're going to bend and extend your right leg, and then we're going to roll out our ankles, and then we're going to wiggle our toes, and then we're going to do all of that on just our right side first. So when you're ready, get settled where you are. Decide if you want to take this practice standing or sitting. And if you want to just all together, just stay focused on your breath and just be as you are. Right leg first. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale, settle in. And when you're ready, first cycle of breath, inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, bend. Right knee in. Inhale, extend your right leg long. Exhale, bend. Bring it back into your body. Third time, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. 2 more times, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Last time, extend your right leg. Exhale, bend. Moving on to your ankle, we're going to take 5 breaths and roll out your ankle nonstop. So breathe in, roll, make a circle with your ankle starting in one direction. Take a full breath in and let go. Second time, inhale and exhale. Third time, inhale. But this time on your exhale, switch the direction of your ankle, roll the opposite way. Exhale, let go. Inhale, keep rolling in that new direction. And let go. Last breath, breathe in and exhale. On your next inhale breath, we're going to take 5 breaths and let our feet become planted on the ground. And you're just going to wiggle just your right toes. So take a moment to breathe in, start to lift your toes up, and breathe out, let your toes drop back down. Inhale, lift your toes up. And this time on your exhale, let your toes wiggle. Whether it's in your shoes, whether your shoes are off, doesn't matter. Let your feet wiggle. 3 more breaths, breathe in and out. 2 more, breathe in and out. And that last breath, breathe in, let your toes rise up. And exhale, let your toes plant. Get your right foot grounded onto your ground. Now we'll close out practice with our left leg. We're going to bend and extend. When you're ready, on your first inhale, extend your left leg forward and straight. Then on your exhale, bend, draw your leg in. Inhale, bend, stretch it out. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend your left leg long. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Last time, inhale, extend. Exhale, draw your leg in. Now we'll move into your left ankle, roll it out. Take a big breath in. And exhale, stay, roll out your ankle. This time, inhale. And on your exhale, switch directions, roll it out in the neck, opposite way. 2 more breaths, breathe in. And exhale, release. Last breath. Breathe in. And exhale, plant your left foot on the ground. And we'll close out class, settling and grounding our left foot down. So inhale, lift your left toes. And exhale, release your left toes. Inhale, lift your left toes. And exhale, wiggle your left toes. Find movement, breathe in. And exhale. Take another breath in. And exhale, let go. Last breath, breathe in, lift your toes towards you. And exhale, ground your left foot completely. We will close out this class with our feet on the ground, our hands at our sides, our body relaxed, and the option to have our eyes shut or open. Together, we'll take 1 full breath in and out. When you're ready, breathe in. And breathe out. Thank you for taking a moment out of your day to breathe and get reassociated with your body. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and I thank you for the work that you do. It is so important, and we need what you bring to this world. So thank you so much. I am grateful to have taught you this afternoon. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I am all done.